All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah, Quadash, that belongs to apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. Now we're going back into McDonald's mystery meat. As the title says, what McDonald's does to their meat should be illegal. But if it makes the money and it don't get caught, it, we don't have to worry about it. It can still be legal until it's illegal. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and hear this clip.
A state advocacy group is asking McDonald's to stop serving meat from animals treated with antibiotics. According to the CDC, 2 million Americans get sick every year. 23,000 die from antibiotic resistant infections.
McDonald's spends millions lobbying to keep one specific meat treatment legal, while the same practice is banned in over 30 countries. The scariest part? Most Americans have no idea they're consuming it daily. Why is McDonald's fighting so hard to hide this? Remember when your mom used to tell you not to eat food off the floor? Well, McDonald's basically said, hold my fries, and decided to make burgers out of meat scraps that were once considered too nasty for human consumption. I'm talking about the infamous pink slime. And yes, it's exactly as appetizing as it sounds. Here's what they did. McDonald's took beef trimmings, the leftover bits that butchers used to toss in the trash or save for dog food. Then they'd wash these scraps with ammonium hydroxide. That's the same stuff janitors use to clean floors. Makes you hungry already, right? This pink, gooey mess became the secret ingredient in McDonald's burgers for years. Food critics took one look at this processed meat paste and said it looked like something you'd squeeze out of a toothpaste tube, except instead of cleaning your teeth, it was supposedly feeding your family. But here's the kicker. Up to 70% of all ground beef in America once contained this pink slime before people started raising hell about it. 70%. That means 7 out of 10 times you bought ground beef anywhere, you were getting this floor cleaner washed mystery meat. The whole thing was genius from a business standpoint, though. Why throw away perfectly good scraps when you can hose them down with chemicals and call it beef? It saved McDonald's millions of dollars. They were turning garbage into gold. Well, pink gold that tasted like a burger. And the weird part is, most customers had no clue. People were happily munching away on their Big Macs, completely unaware they were eating meat that had been through more chemical treatments than a swimming pool. McDonald's finally ditched pink slime in their burgers back in 2012 after the public found out and went ballistic. But don't celebrate just yet, because what they're doing to make every single chicken nugget look exactly the same is somehow even weirder. Ever wonder why every single chicken McNugget looks exactly the same? Well, here's the thing. They literally come in only 4 shapes. That's it, 4. McDonald's calls them the boot, bell, ball, and bone. Sounds like a weird nursery rhyme, doesn't it? But here's what's really happening behind those golden arches. These nuggets aren't carved from chicken breasts by some chef with a knife. Nope. They're squeezed through industrial molds like Play-Doh at a factory. Think about it. When's the last time you bit into a chicken breast that was perfectly boot-shaped? The process is basically meat manufacturing. Ground chicken gets mixed with all sorts of binders and fillers, then pumped into these 4 exact molds. Every single day, McDonald's cranks out millions of identical nuggets, boot after boot, bell after bell. And why only 4 shapes? Speed, my friend. These specific designs cook evenly and quickly. No surprises, no variation. Just predictable uniform chunks that fit perfectly in those red boxes.
Now, with all of this, you would think, okay, what else is new? I mean, pretty much all the food we eat is GMO. Yeah, but as you hear, you're eating floor cleaner food, and then meat meat Play-Doh. Now, here's the kicker, and you will notice this with every fast food chain restaurant, right? Now, here's the worst part of it. Now, you go to McDonald's, Burger King, um, Wendy's, Sonic, you name it, anything that has burgers and chickens with it, right? Or burgers and chicken nuggets. The difference is between me, all those other places in McDonald's is at least the taste, basically. McDonald's chicken nuggets taste completely different from how you would get it from the store, right? From how you would make it yourself. It doesn't taste as good, or at least to me it doesn't. It never did compared to actual made chicken that you do yourself. But the thing is, each and every fast food place food always tastes different. You kind of wonder, oh, okay, this place tastes better than the others. Difference is MSG and what they use it with. Problem is, as he said in the video, 30% of the meat or the ground beef was floor cleaner food, and that's in your stores as well to this day. As they said, they stopped in 2012, but that didn't stop them from actually pumping it out even more. They just tell the people what they want to hear so they can shut up, right? So no matter which place you're going to, you're eating all this messed up food, no nutrition or anything, then everybody's big. I'm a hefty man myself, so I'm guilty of it as well. But this just further proves that everything here is really meant to destroy you. Esau just doesn't have a good way of getting rid of us besides actually just offing us. And that's only if the Lord requires it. So that's the funny part about this. No matter what Esau does, it technically doesn't work, but it works at the same time. He makes us sick, but he can't get rid of us. So the reason I said this is going into the mystery meat again is because back then, about 10 years ago, maybe 16, 17, maybe 18 years ago, that was the talk of the pink slime. This is nothing new that he's bringing up, talking about the pink slime. So you had to go backtrack. Back then, and they quote unquote called this a rumor, but if they found out to be true, is that it had human meat in it, or human parts of the meat in there. And the people was having a fit about it. So, watch this. Let's see what it says. Now, here's the funny part. It says McDonald's did not use pink slime in their burgers, which is indeed wrong because they they confirmed that it was. Now, they somewhere along the lines, I saw something about it, where they called it a hoax or it was a false rumor. The problem is, here's the problem with this, and we know how Esau works. Let me start off with the scripture. This is Micah 6:12. It says, "For the rich men thereof are full of violence, and the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth." Now, when it comes to stuff that gets brought out and actually get confirmed true, and then somehow turns into a hoax or a false rumor, how did it become something like that? I mean, you really have to think about it. We know Esau lies, so he'll do anything just to hide the truth from it. So in order for it to be a lie, there had to be a truth, right? So any way to get them people off their back so they could continue making this stuff shows you something is wrong. I've been in when I was I was still a teenager, but just hit teenage years, and this was the last time I really even had McDonald's at that time. I had a chicken nugget. Actually, let's start with the fry because there was a fry back when I was a kid. I dropped it, thought the cat was going to eat it. Cat never ate it. But almost a year in, found the same fry, looked the same, didn't look old or anything. Still flimsy as hell. Still looked like you could still eat it. That was a problem right there and there, and I should have realized it. So fast forward, ate it to a chicken nugget. There was this gray rubber ball inside of it that didn't look like anything I've ever seen before, and I literally gagged from it. I did not want to eat another chicken nugget from that place ever again. But what I didn't realize, and of course, as a child or a teenager, you don't realize these things. This was never nothing new. They was doing it in other fast food places too. It's just McDonald's is the one that got caught. So you had to wonder, what else are they doing? Are they gonna come up with something else that's even worse than the pink slime, and then try to turn around and say it was something different? We all know how Esau works. So this is Second Ezra's 6:57. It says, "Oh, and now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and devour us." So aside from the fast food places, you have to think about all the other places, big restaurants, even your um, other foreign places that you go to, not foreign places, foreign restaurants that you go to, your Chinese spots, your Arabic spots, you name it. Because you know they're under contract under Esau when they come here and make their businesses. So you hear the Asians talk about use MSG in the stuff. Whole time that stuff that gets people sick. But Jake will sit here and keep eating it. This is why they have become. This is one of the things that have become lords over us. In in Jake's own communities, they have Asians sitting right there, sending them all the messed up food. And so long as it tastes good to Jake, they don't care. They'll take the scraps any way they can. You got Jake that'll probably sit here and listen to this video talking about the pink slime. They'll still eat it because they say, I don't care. It still tastes good. Just the same thing with seafood. You're literally eating sea roaches or sea insects. People don't care. But they would never eat an actual insect. Or I can't even say actual insect because all they would never sit here and actually eat a spider. But they'll eat a crab, which is basically a sea spider. But no, it's not. They'll say it's not the same. It's basically the same thing. But these people don't see it that way. But what they eat from the sea is basically no different from there. So I mean, from the land. So these people are screwed one way or another. But hey, these that's the way how it's supposed to be. I get who am I to argue? But I'm just here to address the issue with these people and all the stuff that goes on, right? So this is probably the last scripture right here. This is Micah 2:1. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand." And that's what Esau does. He knows how to trick people into doing things. If he finds one thing doesn't work, let's find the alternative. No one will ever suspect that a crab is a sea spider. No one will ever suspect that a lobster is a giant sea roach. They won't expect these things, so let's go ahead and give it to them as a delicacy. Make it easy for them to get. Make all the abominable make all the abominable things taste good. Just gotta bring it in slowly, and that's what Esau has done. Made it to where people find comfort in messed up food, and we get nowhere with it. That it's and when you had it so long, it's harder to really get off of it unless you just kind of like, hey, it just resonates. Screw all this messed up stuff. For some, it's harder. For others, it could be easier. But then you got to worry about the other parts of the problems that come with it. Because just because you cut off one part of a problem doesn't mean you cut off all the problems that come with it, right? So Esau, this is why Esau is crafty is extremely crafty in his ways because you can eat, you just because you get rid of crabs doesn't mean you're getting rid of the burgers or the other things that contribute with it. So, and health is the biggest issue in the society, and it makes it just easier for his plans to go along with stuff. Look at the sea crown. Look at the all the CDC and all this other stuff he got implemented, and ultimately the mark of the beast. So he's constantly plotting ways on how to see how people tick and how they react as time goes along. And when something fails, he bring out the next plan. Esau's always 5 years ahead of his plan of how he's going to do things, and then makes it a running gag while he makes other plans with it to counteract the issues that happens. That's why Esau is always known for creating problems and then coming with a solution, even if the solution doesn't help the situation but makes it worse. But in that point in time, it's it's a bright idea for these people, and they don't see the repercussions of it. So that's all I wanted to go into, just to show you how. I mean, that's just to show you that you we can't escape these curses until the Lord pretty much takes us out of this place. Anything we eat, even vegetables, is becoming a problem at this point. So you take the bad from the worst, I guess. If you looked into everything you would never want to eat, but you gotta eat. That doesn't mean go ahead and eat pork and all this other stuff. So, little one, this is a little edifying with that. Shalom.